Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 41 of Serendipity. This one's titled Quick Plans. You reached out and grabbed him in a hug, squeezing him tightly, overwhelmed with relief. What made you think I was going to break up with you? Deku suddenly asked, pulling back from the hug so that he could look at you with those beautiful emerald eyes. I was at the cafe and there was this girl talking to a friend about how her boyfriend had started to act strange just before he broke up with her and you thought all of my weird behaviour meant I was going to do the same to you, Deku gasped, suddenly seeing it from your perspective. Oh, Yin, I'm so sorry. I was just trying to get help from my friends to ask for your hand in marriage, but none of their advice worked. He hung his head with disappointment, and you reached out and cupped his cheeks in your hand, tilting his cute freckled face up so you could look him in the eye. You don't need to try and be anyone else. You just need to be you said softly, before leaning in and pressing your lips to his. He gratefully returned the kiss, and his eyelids fluttered closed as he enjoyed the feeling of your mouth on his. So, when should we make the wedding? You asked as you pulled back from him. Yin, I don't want to wait any longer. I just want us to be married already, he said, the flustered urgency in his voice making him sound really cute. Then what are we waiting for? You asked with a shrug. Let's get married in 3 weeks. 3 weeks? Yeah. Is that enough time to organise everything? Yeah. Okay, well then let's do it. Plus ultra, he said excitedly, raising his right fist into the air and grinning brightly at you. You squealed with excitement and grabbed him around the middle, jumping up and down and shaking him with your excitement. Okay, I'll start calling around and organising things, you said, letting him go quickly and running for your phone that was charging in the other room. I'll cancel appointments 3 weeks out. Oh, wait, Yin, he shouted in the direction that you'd disappeared. We need to make a news announcement. Oh, true, you shouted from the other room. Okay, you pick the announcement time and I'll be there. Okay, let me just ring the receptionist, he mumbled, muttering other things under his breath as he pressed the phone to his ear, waiting for her to pick up. Tell her I want her as my maid of honour, you called to him. Okay, he called back, getting his word out a split second before she picked up. Oh, hello, Mrs. B. I have some news. There was silence from Deku, then suddenly he spoke again. Wait, how did you know? He asked. You heard him ask the receptionist, and you giggled as you walked back into the hallway to where he was standing. She knew? You whispered to him, and he nodded, still with phone pressed to his ear. Well, would you be able to arrange a press release for tomorrow so we can make the engagement announcement? Another pause, and he smiled. Thank you. Yes. Oh, and Yin wants you as her maid of honour. He looked at you and grinned. Yes, I'll tell her, he added as he bent his head down and baby kissed the tip of your nose. You smiled from ear to ear, then quickly dialed your mum and pressed the phone to your ear, backing back and signalling to Deku that you'd take the call in the other room, to which he nodded. That night was a flurry of phone calls as people slowly started to hear about the good news, and by 11 p.m, you and Deku were both exhausted. I swear, if someone calls or texts me, I'll... Your exclamation was interrupted by another congratulatory text, and you looked at it before putting your phone down. I'm done. That's it. Good night. No more texts. Deku smiled and reached out to drag you into his lap as you sat on the couch together. They're just happy for us, he said, as he buried his face into the top of your head and kissed you. I'm very excited to make us a married couple. Where are we going to honeymoon? You asked suddenly. Where would you like to go? He queried. I don't mind where we go, as long as I'm with you. Let's do an island holiday, something far away from everyone, you said dreamily. Okay, let me talk to Todoroki. He might know someone who could let us stay on their private island, or maybe he has a private island. He comes from a very long line of wealthy heroes. You snuggled into him more. Oh, to have 2 weeks of bliss, just us alone on an island, you said, your voice dropping into a more seductive register as you turned your head towards him and ran your fingers up the front of his shirt, up to his chin, while your gaze followed. Deku blushed as his mind pulled up an image of you riding him on an exotic island somewhere far away, and he swallowed thickly. That sounds nice, he stammered, trying desperately to keep his cool. You hummed, shifting in his lap and leaning up so that you could kiss his lips. Tenderly your lips pressed to his, and a gentle, passionate kiss ensued. As you got more into it, you twisted in his lap and straddled his thick thighs, taking his hands and placing them on your waist as he started to rock a little on him. Deku inhaled sharply as your front came in contact with his. "You want to take this to the bedroom?" you whispered against his lips, continuing to kiss him intermittently. I really want to, but it's past midnight and we have big news, a big conference tomorrow," he stammered regretfully. "True," you suddenly gasped. "I'd prefer not to look like death tomorrow when everyone's asking questions." "Let's snuggle though," Deku said as he scooped an arm around your back and stood up, easily holding your body against his front as he turned and walked out of the lounge room and off down the hall to the bedroom. "Yay, snuggles!" you squealed with excitement, clinging to his front as he carried you into the room and lay you down the bed gently before crawling over you and snuggling into you on the other side. And there ends chapter 41. Stay tuned for chapter 42.